morning children, welcome back to English class. This is session 2 of A reading from 5th unit, that is the storied house 1. So in the last session we discussed that the present lesson has been taken from the unit social issues. As a part of that we are discussing about untouchability, right? So I told you that the main character of the lesson is Bayaji. So he was traveling in one state transport bus. He was coming back to his native place, which is a hilly area. So on that day, really something was wrong with that state transport bus. So it was not at all moving forward. It was looking like a sick man walking with the help of another person. Not only that, even the author explained the bus like it was looking like an obstinate bull. Obstinate means so determined not to change. So it was not at all in a mood to go forward. Finally, what happened? Somehow and anyhow, they reached the hilly terrain. That means they entered into their village. There, the bus was suddenly stopped near one dispensary building. Okay, because of that, even the driver was also angry. Conductor, he wanted to say something, but he couldn't. He just remained silent. Even all the passengers, they also got anger. Some of the people, they exclaimed that, "God damn it, for a bloody nuisance." So that was the situation. Later, conductor advised the people to get down from the bus and just try to push it forward. So like that, as he said, some passengers pushed the bus. Then the bus got the initial momentum. Momentum means velocity. Okay, so like that, again the bus started. Later, they reached their destination. Okay, so Bayaji also got down from the bus. So then what happened? We'll see in today's session. Open your textbooks and open page number 136. Okay, so all the passengers got down. The coolie put his hand on a huge wooden box and shouted, "Whose box is this?" So as I told you, all the passengers, they got down from the bus. Then what happened? One coolie was there. So coolie means, you know that, right, who carries the luggage. So there was one coolie. So what happened? That coolie, so he put his hand on a huge wooden box. So there was one wooden box that was belongs to one passenger. So coolie just he put his hand on the wooden box. It was very huge. Huge means very big. And shouted, "Whose box is this?" So the coolie shouted, "Whose box is this?" Then let's see. Reply from Bayaji. So what he said, Bayaji, who was brushing away the dust from his body, answered, "Oh, it's mine. Please lower it down." So whose box was that? That box belongs to Bayaji. So one coolie asked the question, whose box was that? Then at the time Bayaji was brushing away the dust from his body. So brushing away, which is a phrasal verb, means to remove something. So we know that, right? So his journey was not at all easy. So it was very dreadful. It was full of passengers. So because of that, there was lot of dust. So just Bayaji was brushing away dust from his body. Then he said, "Oh, it's mine. Please lower it down." Lower it down. Again, lower down is also a phrasal verb, means just keep something on the ground. Okay, so that was a reply from Bayaji. Then what coolie said? The coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box, which Bayaji caught with ease. So coolie wanted to carry that luggage. So obviously, if he carries that luggage, he'll get money. So he just wanted to carry the luggage, but Bayaji didn't let him to do that. What he said, he just said, "Lower it down." By listening that coolie, he was heaved and grunted. The coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box, which Bayaji caught with ease. So heaved. Heaved means uttered. H-E-A-V-E-D. Heaved means U-T-T-E-R-E-D. Uttered. Uttering means just saying something with a very low sound. Okay. So he not only that, even he was grunting. So grunting means just he was sounding little bit rude. He was upset. Okay, so he was just we can say that scolding Bayaji as he was not letting him to carry the luggage. So the coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box, which Bayaji caught with ease. So we already know that that was a very huge wooden box. Okay, so that was difficult to carry. Even coolie faced little bit of difficulty while just carrying that luggage. But Bayaji, he caught that box with ease. Ease means it was very like delicate for him. Okay, caught. C-A-U-G-H-T. Caught. Catch, caught, caught. V2 form of catch is caught. Okay, understood, children? Bayaji got down from the bus. His luggage was just carried by one person. He wanted to carry that luggage coolie, but Bayaji didn't let him to carry. Bayaji, he himself wanted to carry that luggage. Okay. Bayaji had packed his entire household goods in this box. There was no longer any reason to hang around in Bombay. He had worked honestly for the past 35 years in the dockyard and had retired from service 2 months before. So not that he had held an important position. He had merely got an extension for 2 years. During that period, he had become a supervisor. Otherwise, his entire life had been spent lifting heavy loads. He had worked very hard whenever he could, day and night. So this particular paragraph, from this paragraph we can understand the life history of Bayaji. So who is he, what was his profession or job, everything we can understand from this particular passage. So just try to listen it carefully, children. We are talking about one luggage, right, wooden box. So what was there in that box? Children, under comprehension this question will be asked generally. So the box contains what? Bayaji had packed his entire household goods in this box. So that box contains his household goods. There was no longer any reason to hang around in Bombay. That means from where he was coming from Bombay. Till then he lived in Bombay. But at the time when he was coming back to his native place, then at the time there was no no cause to live in Bombay. Okay, there was nothing to, there is no reason to live in Bombay. That's why he was coming from Bombay to his native place. Okay, so what he was doing at Bombay? He had worked honestly for the past 35 years in the dockyard and had retired from service 2 months before. So he was working in a dockyard. Important one, children. This lesson is very important, as I told you. So Bayaji, where he was working in a dockyard in Bombay. Bayaji was working in a dockyard in Bombay. So dockyard means what? So generally where the ships can be manufactured. Okay, so he was working there. But how many years he worked there? For 35 years. So for the last 35 years he was working in dockyard. He had worked honestly. Honestly, children, which comes under adverb. Honestly is an adverb. Honesty comes under noun, especially abstract noun. Understood, children? Honest. Again, honest is an adjective. For example, if you are saying he is very honest, in that case, honest means adjective. Honesty. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is abstract noun. And honestly, he worked honestly, describing verb, ly. So adverb. Understood children? Honest, adjective. Honesty, abstract noun. Honestly, adverb. Okay. So you should know that. And what happened actually? He retired from service 2 months before. So 2 months before he got retirement. Okay, so that's why there was no reason to hang around in Bombay. He was coming back to his native place. Understood children? Bayaji was working in dockyard in Bombay for the past 35 years. But 2 months before he got retirement, or he has taken retirement, that's why he was coming back to his native place. Not that he had held an important position. He had merely got an extension for 2 years. During that period, he had become a supervisor. Actually, we know that Bayaji had worked very honestly. So, because of his work, even he was given a position of supervisor in the last 2 years of his service. Okay, he was given a post of supervisor in the last 2 years of his service. Okay, that's like promotion for him, which is very important position as well. And because of his work, even his service was extended for 2 more years. Because of his honesty and his hard work, everything, his service even further extended for 2 years. In that 2 years only, he was given the post of supervisor. Understood children? Next. Otherwise, his entire life had been spent lifting heavy loads. He had worked very hard whenever he could, day and night. So in the last 2 years, at least he got the position of supervisor. Otherwise, his total life he would have been spent by lifting the heavy loads. So what was the job work of Bayaji at dockyard? He used to lift heavy loads. So that's why even here also he was able to lift that wooden box very easily. Understood children? Because that was his regular work. He used to do that. Okay. He had worked very hard whenever he could, day and night. Understood? Let's move on to the next paragraph. Bayaji had crossed 60 but was in sound health. Here, observe the children. Sound health. Sound health means here his health condition was very good. He was very strong. He crossed 60 years, but even though he looks very strong. He had a sturdy frame right from birth, and hard work had given a well-formed shape to his strong body. He had a sturdy frame. Sturdy, S-T-U-R-D-Y. Sturdy means strong. Sturdy means strong or solid. We can say solid. He was having strong frame. Frame in the sense body here. Frame means what? Body. Right from birth. So he was born very healthy. Okay. And of course, because of his hard work that had given him a well-formed shape to his strong body. He paid 15 paise to the coolie. Put the box in which he had thrown pots and pans and sundry other things on his own head and began to walk in the direction of his house. Okay, so he told coolie to lower down the box, but still Bayaji paid 15 paise to that coolie because he don't want to disappoint that coolie. Okay, and at the same time, even he don't want him to carry his luggage because he is very strong. That's why he wanted to carry his luggage by himself. Okay, so he just said the coolie to put down the box on the ground, and even he paid 15 paise to him. Okay, and in that box, what was there? So in that box, he was having like pots and pans, and sundry, S-U-N-D-R-Y, sundry. Sundry means several. Sundry means several. So he was having several other things on his own head and began to walk in the direction of his house. So just now he put that box on his head itself and he started walking towards his house. Okay, he started walking in the direction of his house. Next paragraph. As he reached Kadam's house, he saw Bujaba coming towards him. Bhujuba was a known rascal of the village. Bayaji balanced the burden on his head. Straightening his neck, he said, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" Okay, so as he reached Kadam's house, he was walking, right? He was going in the direction of his house. Okay, on his way, there was Kadam's house. Okay, when he reached that, he saw that Bhujuba was coming towards him. So, who is Bhujuba? Bhujuba was a known rascal of the village. Known rascal. So, you might have heard this word, right? Rascal. Generally, if children, if they do any naughty things, parents use it to scold them like that. Okay, so rascal means who was not at all having any good behavior or character, who always fights with others, like that. So, Bayaji, when he reached Kadam's house, he saw that Bhujuba was coming towards him. Bhujuba was a known rascal of the village. Okay, after looking at him, Bayaji, so he was carrying that box on his head, right? So he balanced the burden on his head, straightening his neck. He balanced that burden on his neck, and just straightening the neck, he said, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" So it's like formality, right? We also, if we meet anyone on the road, the persons whom generally we know, okay, we greet them, right? By saying hi, how are you, hello, okay, what are the things with you, how is everything is going on, like that. So it's just formality. With due respect, Bayaji even asked Bhujuba. So don't confuse between the names, children. Bayaji, the main character, Bhujuba, who is the well-known rascal of the village. Okay, so Bayaji, what he said? "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" Next. Actually, Bayaji was a meher by caste, and according to age-old custom, he should have greeted Bhujuba with, "My humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother." So children, as I told you, this lesson deals with untouchability. So untouchability means it's related to caste system, upper caste and lower caste. So Bayaji belongs to lower caste. He belongs to Mahar caste. That means Dalit. Okay, he belongs to the caste of, like we can say, B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so this Bhujuba belongs to upper caste, higher caste. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's the caste discrimination was there. So the people who belongs to Mahar caste, they can't do all these things. So actually, according to the age-old custom, here also remember children, in editing it will be given like old age custom. Okay, old age custom, but it is age-old custom. So remember this, make a note. Okay, age-old custom. According to the custom of the tribal people, the lower caste or upper caste, whatever it may be. So according to the customs, he could have greeted Bhujuba with. So how he would have greeted him? Actually, Bayaji said, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" But how he would have greeted him? He would have greeted him by saying that, "My humble salutations to you, sir." Salutation means greetings. We can say, if we meet anyone, like we can say namaste, like that. Okay, so in English we say good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. So like that he would have said, "My humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother." So in that way he would have said. Understood children? Bhujuba. So how, what he was expecting from Bayaji? Bayaji would have said, "My humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother." So when Bayaji merely said greetings, but instead of saying like that, Bayaji just he said, "Greetings to you, sir." Understood children? So Bayaji, he didn't say all these things. Bayaji just said, "Greetings to you." By listening that, Bhujuba, he became furious. Furious means anger, very angry. He became very angry. Okay, furious means anger. Okay, he got anger, and what he said, "Do you think you can become a Brahmin merely by saying greetings? Can you forget your position simply because you have turned a Buddhist?" So here we can say that Bayaji, he embraced Buddhism. That means he was following like Buddhism. Then what he said, Bujiba, what are you thinking of yourself, Bayaji? Just did you forget your position? Just simply you are saying greetings to you, sir. How can you say like that? Okay, if did you forget your position as simply you have turned a Buddhist? Like that he said. So that was the thing, children. Okay, in the next session we'll continue this lesson. Okay, now take homework from your workbook. So in yesterday's class, I told you to learn that report writings, right? 351 and 352. Okay. So in today's session, just will finish comprehension, page number 364. Page number 364. Page number 365. That's it, children. 2 paragraphs. Do that one. Okay. And not only that, even 367, 368. Okay. 367, 368, 369. Okay. So these are homework for today. Okay. Thank you.